night against Lamar County. It was a region game on the road, and it was they've got a great atmosphere. They're one school in the county, a lot of tradition, and I thought that our kids prepared well, and I think it's all about preparation. Sunday through Thursday, getting ready for a big game, and I thought that our practices were really good, and so that correlates with how you play on the field. So. Again, there's a lot of things that we can do better. There were a lot of mistakes made, but, overall, when you can get a win on the road in the region against a good football team, a well-coached team, and in Lamar County, I think Coach Flath does a great job. And, again, it's what you want. So, from an offensive standpoint, I felt like that, we made some mistakes from an offensive line standpoint, but they did control the line of scrimmage, and our backs ran hard. I thought Jacob did a good job. He and Tank had a big night, had big yards from both of them, and we caught the ball well, but it all starts up front, and being able to establish the physicality in the line of scrimmage, and I felt like we did that. I thought that KJ and Keyshawn and Porterhouse, and I thought Austin Thomas, Braylon Mitchell, Tate, they did a really good job. I think that our tight ends had a good job, had a good game. T. Bonner really had his best game of the year, and he graded out about 86%, and he gets better each week. It was a new position for him coming into the year, and I think that he grows each week, and he just understands angles, and I think that T. Bonner gets a lot, has really grown, and really proud of him, and Coach Boatman really speaks highly of him in film. On Sunday, we always meet at 2 o'clock, and that's when we start, and we come in and we do a little round table and talk about the kids, and I just like to always hear the coaches' thoughts and opinions and how the kids grade out, and so that's that. Again, there was a lot of good positive said about T. Bonner in our film session on Sunday, and then obviously later on in the afternoon the kids come in and we break down our film, then go over the opponent of the following week, but. I go back to the word preparation. I thought that we prepared well. I think our coaches did a great job putting our kids in good situations from an offensive and defensive standpoint. And talking about our defense, Coach Hubbard did a really good job. I thought our kids played fast. Telly Fannin, R.J. Williams played solid games. The back end of our defense was fast. And Trey Hurd, I mentioned T. Bonner. I think Trey Hurd might have had his best game Friday night. He graded out well, but his physicality gets better, and the way he runs to the ball gets better each week. So I was really, really proud of him and the other guys that play on the front. Destin Patrick had a big game. Tyreek Andrews didn't play. He's got a shoulder right now, but hopefully we can get him back soon. But again, Coach Bruce does a good job rotating guys to keep guys fresh, and also for guys to get experience for down the road. And again, I thought that the defense played well. Special teams wise, I want to mention Hunter Williamson. Hunter was perfect on PATs. He did a good job with his kickoffs. I think he had 2 touchbacks out of 7 kickoffs, and that was really special. And I know a lot of the young folks are leaving now. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that was here tonight at Johnny's Pizza, and Go Cavaliers. But thank all of you for coming out tonight. But again, back to the game. Just proud of the kids' effort and the speed that we played Friday night.
Absolutely. And now that we're kind of hitting the home stretch in the middle of the season, there's just a handful, a few games left. Really, maybe you could talk a little bit about how you keep them focused from week to week. The goal has always been the same, getting to the playoffs, getting to the state championship game. But how do you get them to prepare week to week and just be ready?
Well, that's tough too, and but that's part of being a good team. It's part of being a good player, and obviously you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season as you go into the playoffs, and you want to be healthy as far as bumps and bruises, as far as just being fast, and that's a big part of being successful. And some of the best teams that I've ever played on, it's not how you start off, it's how you finish. And I've had teams that we started off 0-2, and or even had 3 losses in the first 5 games, and then end up in the semifinals. And so it's all about each week getting better and continuing to work hard. And the kids have to have that mindset. They have to have that positive attitude on the field and know what the goal is at the end. And they got to push. And right now we've got a great group of kids, and there's a lot of want to. And you know, it all starts back, and you can see, I can see from how they work starting on January 4th in the weight room and their participation after school. We always do an after school workout session from January 4th to April 28th, and the attendance during that time is a tell-all of how good your team will be. And during that time, the team was really committed to being in the weight room. If they weren't in another sport, a lot of our kids play another sport, and I really like that. I think that's important. I want them all to play another sport. So we had a lot of kids that played basketball, that played baseball, that wrestled, that do track, and so they couldn't be there every day. But so many of them were that did not participate in another sport. And then the guys that once the season was over, and say a basketball or baseball, they were back in the weight room, and that's a tell-all of how successful and how much want to a player has, a team has. And so you know, how do you keep them interested? That's a good question, but it's all it comes from the kids too. And each week you try to we change up practice here and there as far as times go, and you just try to get a feel from the kids. And I think all that makes a big difference in the game on Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll come back and look forward to the homecoming game against Spencer this week. And we'll be right back here on the Callaway Coaches Corner here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Mapp here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports.
Take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hey folks, T.O.D.D. Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pink for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE 6-speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the Coaches Corner, live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
And welcome back to the Coaches Corner, Callaway Cavaliers edition. I'm Shea Spencer here with Coach Pete Wiggins, and we spoke on the victory at Lamar County, a very good whole game that our boys played. They did really well. Looking forward to this week. It is homecoming week, and we are playing Spencer down from my stomping grounds in Columbus, Georgia. Spencer's coming up here for homecoming, Coach.
Well, it'll be a big game. They've got some really good players, and it's a different kind of week as far as homecoming goes, and then it's also on Thursday. And from a coaching standpoint, obviously we got to focus on what we do, and that's with practice and the preparation and the film, and but the kids, they want to have fun with the week as far as homecoming goes, and that type of stuff, and I want them to have a good time with it. But at the end of the day, we have to play a game on Thursday, and it's a big test for us. Spencer will come to Callaway Stadium. The game time's at 7 o'clock. We need all the red and black shirts in the stands, and just looking forward to it. I know that they've got a good football team. They're athletic. They're fast. So we'll have to, play hard and be prepared and just play Callaway football. But looking forward to that. We've had some big games with Spencer over the years, and it's always a physical, hard-fought game, and they've always got kids that are a big challenge, and as far as they've got size and a lot of speed, and so we just got to go out and execute and play Callaway ball and limit our turnovers and limit our mistakes as far as penalties, and hopefully have success Thursday night against Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer's the Green Wave seems to be one of those teams that always has somebody that's a handful of athletic guys that are gritty and they never quit, and that they can cause some trouble. But like you said, perhaps this is a good opportunity to not lose sight of what the goal is and maybe fine-tune some of those things that still need to be fixed, Coach.
That's right. You're right. Each week we always, you have to get better. You can't ever settle for staying the same. You can't ever be complacent. So the kids have to continue to work. We're still lifting hard, and the kids have to continue to work in the weight room and then on the field in preparation for the game Thursday night. And again, big region opponent, and so we just have to go out and then play ball like we do, and hopefully good things will happen.
All right. Well, we're going to take another real quick break, and we'll wrap it up here for us as we look forward to the homecoming game against the Spencer Green Wave here on the Callaway Cavalier Coaches Edition on Eagle Sports.
Today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
It is sell-down time at Nissan of LaGrange. Richard Cates here, General Manager with Nissan of LaGrange, and it's time to start moving out all of our 2018 inventory to make room for the 2019s. That means the best savings of the year are taking place right now. Have you been hesitant to look because you're waiting for the perfect time? Well, now is your chance. You can visit Nissan of LaGrange on the Parkway or check us out where we are always open at nissanoflagrange.com. Visit soon to receive great pricing and the great experience our customers have come to expect. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires? Or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the Coach's Corner, live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
And welcome back to the Kia of LaGrange Coach's Corner, the Callaway Cavaliers edition. I'm Shea Spencer here with Coach Pete Wiggins. And, Coach, how about we just take a moment again to just thank the people who really support us and help us every week.
Well, again, I want to say thank you to Mountainville Baptist for our pregame meal last Friday, and Mr. Dwayne Perdue speaking to our team in the locker room. And Mr. Perdue, I've known him a long time. He's a great man, and he's been there with us for 15 years doing a pregame meal, and that's what it's all about. And again, a thank you to Mr. Perdue and the whole Mountainville Baptist family for providing that for the kids, and then again Mr. Mark Hubbard for our post-game meal. Again, Mark was a big part of our first responder night, and he was actually my first phone call when I was trying to get some sponsors. And again, thank you to Mark and Go Realty. But I also one more shout out to our coaches. Good luck to them in the games the next few days and next few weeks, and all of our teams at Callaway. And I appreciate them coming out tonight here with us at Johnny's Pizza, and good luck to them, and go Cavaliers.
Absolutely, and this type of support is not always the case. And I was telling you on the break that my brother who played football years ago, when he heard that we had a post-game meal, he was kind of oblivious. He was like, man, y'all do a post-game meal. We were lucky to have a pre-game meal. So it is a really good amount of support that we get from the community, and we're definitely grateful for that. Well, Coach, we like we said, this is a Thursday night game. It's homecoming. We're at home, Callaway. It's the Spencer Green Wave at 7 p.m.
Looking forward to seeing everybody in the stands Thursday night. The weather right now is a little iffy, but everybody just listen out for announcements. But as of right now, the game is at 7 o'clock Thursday night. Looking forward to it. Need everybody in the stands, red and black shirts, and looking forward to game time.
All right. Well, you heard Coach. We're going to hope to get all those red and black shirts, all those Cavalier fans, all those folks coming out and supporting us as we play the homecoming game against Spencer, and hopefully we get a good crowd regardless of the weather. But like you said, stay tuned to the announcements, and hopefully we'll come out with a victory as usual. And Coach, what are some in a minute or two here that we have left, what are some of the things that you just like to see kind of tuned up a little bit on our team?
Well, obviously, just pure execution. You want to go out and you want to play fast, and that's from an offensive and defensive standpoint. And I've said several times we always have to limit our mistakes, penalties, turnovers. Anytime you can do that, I think you can have success. And so we'll have to do that Thursday night against an athletic team, and they're big, they're fast, and if we can just go out and establish a line of scrimmage and minimize those mistakes, I hope that we can be in good shape. But should be a big atmosphere Thursday night. Looking forward to it, and once again, need everybody in the stands 7 o'clock.
Absolutely, and hopefully the weather will cooperate and things will go as planned for Thursday night. And like Coach said, it is homecoming. Get all these people out here in support, weather permitting. It is Thursday night, 7 p.m. against the Spencer Green Wave. We hope to see you there. We hope for a good crowd. We hope for a good turnout and a good outcome in the game. I want to, on behalf of Coach Pete Wiggins, I'm Shea Spencer. We want to thank you for joining the Callaway Cavaliers Coach's Corner edition, the Kia of LaGrange Coach's Corner here on Eagle Sports.
Thanks for listening to Callaway Cavaliers Coach's Corner.